So AI has been all the hype, and it has been a sector that has been hitting headlines absolutely everywhere. So I'd mentioned before about how in my online role as a customer service assistant, we had a client who wanted to trial an AI automated response generator. So this effectively would read all emails from customers. So even if there was a thread of like 20 plus emails of back and forth, it would read through this thread and then generate a response based on the information it has stored and then send this off to the customer. So maybe this is one of the reasons I've been a bit reluctant to look into the AI sector, is because it's trying to take over my job and maybe I'll end up jobless. But we're maybe a little bit too deep into escape from it now, so we may as well embrace it. So today we're going to look into some AI projects that have had some really good potential and that have been performing well even through bear market conditions. So we shall jump straight into it. So I don't believe that any AI crypto video would be complete without, of course, Render. So we have mentioned Render a few times previously, but just to refresh everybody's memory, this is a distributed GPU rendering network and it's built on the Ethereum blockchain. So the main aim of Render is to connect artists and studios who are in need of GPU compute power with mining partners who are willing to rent out their GPU capabilities. So there's been such a rapid increase in demand for graphic processing units, and I do believe that this is why Render has popped up on everybody's radar now since it was launched back in 2017, I believe it was. So if we take a look at the chart and the history of the Render token, we can see that this has been on the climb for the last year, and that is in line with the increase in demand for GPUs. And one thing that I do really like is that we can see that pretty much 70% of its total supply is already in circulation. And I always view this as being a positive because it does mean that there is a lesser chance of dilution for it. Overall, I do think that Render is a no-brainer for the upcoming bull run, but it doesn't come without its share of possible setbacks. So this could include that the integration of blockchain and AI does present kind of complicated issues related to data privacy, interoperability and security. So that's one thing to bear in mind for all kind of AI projects. Now, my second pick for AI is going to have to be the Graph, or GRT is the token. So the Graph, in nice and simple terms, it's pretty much like a Google for the blockchain. It is an open source protocol which is built on Ethereum blockchain also, and it's designed for indexing and querying, so pretty much it's designed for searching. The Graph collects, stores and organizes data, which then makes this searchable for users. And for the developers, they can access and analyze the data from blockchain networks quicker, which also makes it easier for them to build dApps. Now, if we check out the chart on this, we can see that it is up by 104% over the last year, and it's got a total supply currently of 10 billion, nearly 11 billion. It's 10.8 billion, we'll say. And again, we can see that we are already at 9.4 billion in circulating supply. So again, I see this personally as a positive thing. Now for the main point, which is why is the Graph a promising project? So through its web of delegators and indexers, it allows the Web3 developers to view blockchain data without having to trust centralized intermediaries for the data's accuracy. And as the demand for decentralized applications and blockchain-based solutions continues to grow, the Graph protocol is positioned to, I think, play a super important role in the future of the decentralized internet. Now, for the last one, I was actually struggling and debating which one to choose, because once you start looking into the AI sector, you can become kind of a little bit lost in all of these different projects that all claim to be about AI. But then I realized that I'm not permitted to only ever do one video about AI, so I had to chill out. So there was a toss-up between the three to be the last one, but I have settled on Fetch.ai. So Fetch.ai is a blockchain platform that integrates artificial intelligence and automation to provide an infrastructure for building smart autonomous services. So its goal is to enable the developers to deploy and monetize on applications within an autonomous machine-to-machine ecosystem. So it is an open network with AI agents. So AI agents are modular building blocks that can be programmed with logic to perform specific tasks. So if we take a quick jump over to the chart again, so we can see that since around about October, it does seem to have been on a little bit of a takeoff. And this may make a lot of people think that they're in too late. It's too late to get involved in it, but this is why we DCA in. So with the goals of Fetch AI in mind, this is one that has real world use cases, and I think it really could be a leader in AI for the bull run. It is currently up by just under 140% this year, and it has quite a low market cap compared to some of the other AI projects that I have kind of looked at. And we can see that the trading volume of this is up by 50% in 24 hours, which is showing, again, it's an increase in interest in it. So if we weigh up the transparency, efficiency and security of blockchain, the adaptability of AI and the efficiency of automation, then Fetch really has pioneered the infrastructure that facilitates the automation of everyday tasks. So this is from booking parking spaces to managing electric vehicle charging stations. So the company is demonstrating that this technology can be used to optimize a variety of established industries, including finance, supply chain, and mobility, and providing a decentralized framework for autonomous agents to collaborate. Now, AI is not a narrative that I have been hugely in on, if I'm being honest. I have been a little bit skeptical about some of the projects, as I do think that some of them are pushing the boundaries on what you could class as being AI. And I think it's purely because it's obvious that AI is the most hyped up sector for this upcoming bull run. Ever since OpenAI had launched ChatGPT, everybody has been talking about it. But having looked at these 3 projects, I do think that they all have some good promising potential for it, and they have real use cases, which I really do love to see. Anyway, I have some more digging to do on AI tokens, as I do think that there seems to be some really good plays that are out there with massive potential to explode in the bull run. Let me know what your favourite AI token is in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!